Hello, and welcome to today's webinar all about the unique and rewarding study opportunities available to you in Greece. I'm Jamie Ramakati with THE Student, and we're delighted to be hosting this webinar in partnership with Study in Greece. Today, you'll hear from academics, students, and alumni about their experiences. And we hope that this session encourages you to further consider what studying in Greece could offer you and the many exciting opportunities for learning and personal development at Greek universities. Without further ado, welcome to our Study in Greece webinar.
Hi everyone, I'm Theodoros Papaioannou, Director of Academic Affairs at Study in Greece, the official project for the internationalization of Greek universities. So let's talk about Greece and Greek higher education. Often dubbed the cradle of Western civilization due to its ancient history and rich cultural heritage, Greece conveys a perennial as well as universal spirit. Situated at the crossroads of three continents, Europe, Asia, and Africa, and being a member state of the European Union since 1981, Greece constitutes an entrance gate to Europe. The country's sunny weather and Mediterranean climate, its magical natural landscapes with the magnificent coasts, and its adorable civilization with the outstanding artifacts make Greece one of the most idyllic destinations worldwide. However, contemporary Greece is something more than a touristic resort and transcends the nostalgia of its glorious past. Reconciling tradition and progress, contemporary Greece invests in culture as well as in technological innovation, aspiring to become a regional center in some of the most vital domains of the Fourth Industrial Revolution. Of course, development of any nation solely depends on the quality of human resource, and good human resource is produced through quality education. Hence, Greece is engaged in the use of higher education as a powerful tool to build a knowledge-based information society of the 21st century. Furthermore, in an interconnected global environment, Greek universities place a strong focus on their extroversion and internationalization. By blending the classical with the modern, more and more university departments in Greece are developing bachelor's and master's programs available to international students. The country's 24 universities offer more than 140 programs taught entirely in English, allowing international students to choose from a wide variety of disciplines, from theoretical fields such as history, philosophy, archaeology, classics, and sociology, to scientific fields such as medicine, biology, physics, and ecology, and to technological disciplines such as AI, IT, computer science, engineering, and telecommunications, to name a few. Moreover, in Greece, foreign students have the opportunity to combine studies and recreation by participating in the study abroad program or summer school of their preference, since the sector of short-term courses in Greece is constantly evolving. Popular study abroad cities in Greece include the capital Athens, Thessaloniki, Patras, Heraklion, Hania, and Ioannina, but there are many other fascinating locations to choose from. Students are particularly attracted to Greece for its rich history, exceptional food, its various music and dance festivals, as well as for the Greek mentality. Friendly and extrovert, Greeks are always open to conversation and willing to assist you. Plus, it should be pointed out that Greece is a very affordable country compared to other European destinations. And this is also reflected in the low tuition fees of the Greek universities' study programs. So if you're looking for a unique study abroad experience and you want to continue your studies in an emerging international academic destination, as well as to immerse yourself in an influential and vibrant culture, look no further than Greece. We at Studying Greece are looking forward to welcoming you.
And it serves more than 65,000 students.
Its historic tradition, the scientific reputation of its educators.
Dear colleagues, I am Eletios Athanasios Dimopoulos. I am Professor of Medicine and Rector of the National and Kapodistrian University of Athens, which is the oldest university in Greece and also the first university in the Balkan and Eastern Mediterranean area. We strongly believe that the university's leading role shall be safeguarded by constant engagement to innovation, creativity, and excellence. So it came as no surprise that the University of Athens was the first university in Greece to launch a 4-year English-taught undergraduate program in the Archaeology, History, and Literature of Ancient Greece. The program gives foreign studies the chance to delve into the world of ancient Greek culture in its birthplace. Internalization has been a cornerstone goal of the 10-year strategic plan of our university. We seized the opportunity offered by a new legislation which facilitates the creation of international programs, and from next year, the medical school of our university, which is ranked among the top 200 universities worldwide, will launch a medical degree program in English for foreign students. Today, internalization is perhaps more important than ever. The challenges we face cannot be handled by some individuals or any nation alone, but we need to stand together. For this reason, higher education institutions increasingly adopt strategies of internalization in order to achieve competitive advantage in both national and international markets. Especially for research universities, internalization is reflected in dealing with the impacts of interlinked global challenges like, for example, infectious diseases, climate change, food security, shortage of energy. During the pandemic, for example, our academics and researchers have been working closely with their counterparts in Greece and foreign universities, as well as research centers, to produce new knowledge and also provide high-level health services to the benefit of the society and the state. Given their intellectual tradition and cultural heritage, Greek universities are committed to work towards the advancement of critical thinking, contribute to sustainable development and social cohesion with respect to the principles of democracy, ethics, and cultural diversity. At the same time, our mission is also to train specialists to work in organizations and institutions operating in economy, business, healthcare, and other sectors of the social sphere. Our commitment to educating high-profile professionals is considered a benefit, not only for Greece, but also for many other countries all over the world, where the Greeks bring their professionalism, their values, and their spirit of innovation. It should be pointed out that within the last decade, Greek universities have developed a deep understanding of the importance of internalization regarding the modernization of their teaching methods and curricula, as well as the enhancement and efficiency of the academic experiences provided. Hence, Greek universities, wanting to adapt to the rapidly changing international academic landscape, foster synergies and establish collaborations with leading foreign universities. In line with this spirit of extroversion, we at the National and Kapodistrian University of Athens currently have nearly 900 partnerships with institutions from 62 countries. Decades of cooperation with partner institutions and university networks have led to a consistent development of our university's international profile and its fundamental role in student and staff mobility. By merging our 184 years of tradition with innovation, we have also developed foreign language postgraduate courses that combine theoretical understanding and technical proficiency, investing also in our country's rich cultural heritage. In this, also the case with all Greek universities. In a multicultural environment, both classical and modern, through teaching and research, we, Greek academics, pursue our mission of service to our nation and the world. Thank you.
My name is Nicholas Foroglou, Professor of Neurosurgery in Aristotle University School of Medicine at Thessaloniki, Coordinator of the Undergraduate Foreign Language Curriculum in Medicine. I am delighted to present you this new program launched in October 2021 with our 61st international students. Our medical school has been founded in 1942, is located in the heart of the city, and is part of the Aristotle University, the largest academic institution in Southeast Europe. The school is a public, non-for-profit institution with a clear track record of successful undergraduate, postgraduate, and PhD medical studies. As Aristotle quoted, quality is not an act, it's a habit. And we train this habit here in Thessaloniki. We are proud to see our graduates following a brilliant medical career around the world. The new undergraduate medical curriculum in English is completing our portfolio addressed to international students. In combination with our international postgraduate programs, our mobility programs for students and for faculty, and many joint research projects that foster from our 54 international agreements. The 6-year undergraduate curriculum is fully compliant with European and national qualification framework for higher education and give access to the medical degree recognized worldwide. The selection process, run twice per year, already proved very competitive, is based on the academic achievements of the candidate, personality aspects, and motivation. Grades for most popular international admission tests are accepted, and all admission requirements can be easily reached in our website, aristotlemedical.edu.gr. We are seeking for the best candidates to integrate in our community and open the path for a bright professional career in medicine. We have the experience, we have the motivation and the faculty, most of them educated in top European, Canadian, and USA institutions, to prepare our students following our motto, to teach them medicine with precision and empathy. Our legacy, our practice. With the support of university authorities, the intensive collaboration with the Ministry of Education and Religious Affairs, the Ministry of Foreign Affairs and regional officers, we prepare the necessary condition for a smooth establishment in modern Greece and fast integration to the student life, combining undergraduate studies of the highest level with very competitive fees and low-cost daily life in a safe environment. International education lies at the core of an interconnected world characterized by peace, security, and well-being for all. Internationalization of higher education is a first-rank priority for Greek universities, and is more than obvious that with the establishment of such undergraduate programs in foreign language, we are moving from abstract concepts to on-the-ground realities. Here in Aristotle University, we are looking to integrate global perspectives into the teaching, research, and service missions, and taking part in the shaping of global higher education. Thank you.
Buongiorno, I am Gianluca Mattarocci, Associate Professor of Banking at the University of Toronto, Vergata, Italy, where I'm teaching corporate finance and credit portfolio management. I'm here to present you my experience as visiting professor in Greece and to provide you a point of view of an international scholar about the excellence of the Greek university system with a focus on the economic disciplines. I got in touch with a Greek colleague in 2014 when I was invited to come to Athens for an Erasmus exchange program, and I got the opportunity to have lectures with bachelor students and to present my last academic paper in a research meeting open to faculty and PhDs. I was immediately impressed about the quality of the students and the colleagues, and I really appreciate the friendly academic environment and the life quality in Greece. 1 year after, I was invited to join as visiting faculty the Master of Science in International Shipping, Finance and Management at Athens University of Economics and Business. And I'm currently teaching corporate finance for the full-time program. For me, it was an extraordinary opportunity to join the Master since its first edition, because it's an international program with faculty coming from different European countries that is able to attract students from all over the world. In fact, even if it's a new program, it's already ranked among the top 5 programs worldwide in the field of shipping, and a lot of the master holders are currently positioned in top shipping companies worldwide. Athens University of Economics and Business was the right choice for having an international experience abroad, because it's an international accredited institution recognized for the quality of the Greek and English language program, and the faculty is mainly educated in Europe and US, and the university is offering several different master and postgraduate programs fully taught in English. The environment that I found at AWeb is very international oriented, and the university is active in promoting the excellence of the Greek system abroad by organizing outstanding international conference and workshop that attracts academicians from all over the world. And for example, they have organized the European Financial Management Association annual meeting and the International Association of Maritime Economists annual meeting. If you have connection with university in Europe and the US, you have probably met a lot of colleagues with Greek origins that decide to develop their career abroad, and normally they have achieved above the average results independently of the country where they are or the specialization they have. The higher relevance of a Greek professor in foreign university demonstrates that the educational system in the country, high school and higher education, has reached the highest quality standards, and it offers a lot of opportunities for obtaining a job abroad. The Greek academic system is also changing during the last decades, and they are trying to attract scholars from abroad with or without Greek origins. If you apply for a permanent position in Greece, even at assistant professor level, they will normally request you to hold a PhD, and the evaluation committee will normally prefer candidates with an international experience and an international network that may be beneficial for the university reputation. This strategy in hiring a new faculty will increase the competition in the academy and will have to maintain or even increase the quality of the academic programs in the next years. The number of postgraduate programs accredited by highly reputed institutions in Greece is growing year by year. And for example, you will find good universities in Greece that offer in the economic and management field programs that are accredited by AACSB Business Education Alliance or CFA Institute or other type of institutions abroad. Moreover, the number of international agreements signed by Greek university for student and staff mobility and the opportunity for having a double or a dual degree is growing year by year. And nowadays, the country is receiving incoming students and sending outgoing students in almost all the main universities in Europe. So in Greece, you will find an international high-quality environment and you will experience the lifestyle of Southern European countries. So we will wait for you in Greece. Join us at one of the good universities that we have in Greece.
My name is Emanuela Paravalu, and I'm the National President of Erasmus Student Network. Erasmus Student Network is the largest student organization in Europe, founded to support and develop student exchange programs. ESN is present in 42 countries and also in Greece, is part of the network and has a presence in 19 higher education institutions. Our local sections welcome more than 5,000 incoming students every year and organizing activities in order to help them integrate in the society. A young person can come to Greece with the Erasmus program. This program has many different categories that one can participate in. Erasmus Studies allows students to study at universities in the EU and the non-EU countries. Erasmus Placement enables higher education students to do a work placement for typically 3 to 12 months. And also we have youth exchanges, training courses, and solidarity course. Students initially choose Greece for the high level of universities. They know the quality of our universities because most of the courses are demanding and that they will acquire valuable knowledge after they stay here. Also, students want to travel around the country and to get to know the culture and the civilization. Greece has many landscapes, attractions, sightseeing, cultural happenings, which impress and attract the foreigners. Students like the warm climate, the sea and the sun, and also it is easy for them to study during the week and travel at the weekends. Another reason that they choose Greece is the cost of living, because it's quite low and make it easier for someone who is still a student and usually does not have an income of his own to live here. The life, I think, that combines everything, and more students tend to choose Greece as a destination.
I come from Albania. I currently finished as a scholarship holder the first year of my bachelor studies in archaeology, history, and literature of the ancient Greece at the National and Kapodistrian University of Athens. I am also finishing my master's in Albania for archaeology. The program is in English. The program in Athens is in English, multidisciplinary, and brings together 3 collaborating disciplines from the field of classics. Even though the situation was difficult and we had to learn in distance, the professors did a tremendous work with their comprehensive, interesting lessons on Hellenic civilization. The program has a fantastic administrative staff, which really helps students in every step, starting from the finding of the accommodation before coming to Greece and everything else that might come on the way, making it a smooth journey. Greece has always had an impact in developing the world we live in, and I do hold a deep interest to learn about this culture through classical studies and archaeology. I believe that learning about ancient Greece, and in particular Athens, the epicenter of liberal arts in the country, is important to the understanding of the Western world. Studying this culture will allow me to understand better the relations that they had before with the other people, such as the Illyrians, the Asian inhabitants in the territories of Albania. In Albania, we have some sites which have been Greek colonies, creating a great network between the Illyrian cities and the colonies. So this is very important to understand how these have worked on that time. We have a lot of ancient Greek heritage in our country. So this was one of the main reasons why I thought that this program is necessary for me. Specifically, my interests are Greek art and epigraphy, so there is no better place with such a great cultural heritage like Athens to study them. Greece is known for its philoxenia, or love of the foreign, which made me feel like I was home and very comfortable. In the campus, we have a number of excellent facilities, such as a great library of the School of Philosophy, which covers every need regarding the literature that we need, the gym, the restaurant with very delicious food and free for those who are with scholarship. The university's Greek Modern Language Center, where we had the luck to study the first level for free of modern Greek, and we will continue next year too with the next level. This country has it all: the sunny, warm weather, superb food, friendly people, lovely music, which I really love it, amazing history and breathtaking beaches. Every corner has something to see, so there is a new special place to visit every weekend. Life there is full of energy and dynamic. Athens has a lot of different people from different nationalities, as I have in my program. We have from Canada, we have from the United States, etc. And this is what makes it interesting. You exchange different culture because you can meet new people, and it's an interesting experience. I can't wait for the next academic year to start and to go to Athens to enjoy it, and hopefully a better year, allowing us to enjoy the real Greek life and spirit at its best. Thank you.
Hi everyone, I'm Jamie Ramakati with THE Student. And for the last part of today's webinar, I'm very happy to be joined by a panel of current and former students to discuss their experiences studying in Greece. I want to make sure we make the most of our time together, so I'd like to just jump right in by asking you each to just briefly introduce yourselves. Mitesh, we'll start with you.
Hi, I'm Mitesh Barai. I'm from Tanzania in East Africa, and I'm pursuing the International MBA program at Athens University of Economics and Business.
Awesome, thanks for joining us today. Natalie, we'll move over to you.
Hello, my name is Natalie Haddad. I'm an interior architect from Beirut, Lebanon, and I'm currently an international MBA candidate at the Athens University of Economics and Business.
Wonderful, and Alicia.
Hello, my name is Alicia and I'm from Singapore. I'm currently enrolled in Athens University of Economics and Business for my Master's in International Shipping, Finance and Management.
Wonderful, thanks for joining us today. And last but not least, Yao.
Hello, everyone. My name is Yao Luo. I'm from Wuhan, China. I'm working at Wuhan University. My research area is the current non-destructive evaluation. I have been a visiting scholar at the University of Western Macedonia, Kozani, during October 2018 to September 2019. Okay.
Wonderful. Thanks everyone for joining us. And I want to start by just kind of finding out from some of you how you chose Greece as the destination for sort of this stage in your education. Alicia, maybe you want to start with that one.
Okay, so Greece is known for her rich history, culture, food, and natural beauty. But for me, it was the Greeks' presence in the maritime industry that attracted my attention in the beginning. So there wasn't really just one deciding factor. It was a combination of immersing myself in a new culture, language, the quality of education, cost of living, safety aspect for a solo female traveler, access to healthcare, and the Greek summer.
Lots and lots of things to consider when you're choosing where to study. Mitesh, how did you decide on Greece?
Well, I'd been to Greece on holidays before, and I was in a situation where we were stuck in the middle of COVID. I think things were starting to relax up, and I decided to take a career break. I wasn't enjoying the whole remote working scene. So I thought that Greece would provide both an accredited MBA as well as a bit of opportunity for internal travel. And those were the two key factors in a very short deciding time frame for myself. Unique situation, I would say.
Yeah, excellent. Natalie, as you were kind of thinking about programs that you wanted to study and where you wanted to study, how did you find the process of gathering information about opportunities in Greece, but then also just the process of applying, sort of selecting the programs and moving through that application process?
Actually, it was quite easy because everything is really very clear on their website of many universities that I checked. And whenever I decided to apply, it was a very easy communication with academic staff and the secretarial staff that were there to provide any clarification that I needed. And the process was really easy. So whenever I applied and then that I was fit for the program, I was contacted for an interview, and then that was it. I got in.
Very straightforward, it sounds like, and it sounds like the universities have made it very easy for students to gather information and to understand the application process. Yao, you conducted research as a part of your PhD program in Greece, is that correct?
I just came to Greece as a visiting scholar.
Okay.
And how could I find a Greek professor? Because in my research area, I have read some excellent research papers from a Greek professor, and then I just wrote to that professor and asking for the relevant details for the application process. And then I just applied for the China Scholarship Council, and I sponsored by the government scholarship to go to Greece. Okay.
Yeah, it sounds like that was a really amazing opportunity for you to then study and be a visiting scholar in Greece. I'm keen to talk a lot today about just the experience of living and studying in Greece. And obviously the past year and a half has been sort of extraordinary circumstances in terms of your ability to travel and to really explore. But I want to definitely spend a good portion of our time together talking about that, because I think it is probably one of the more unique factors of choosing Greece as a destination in terms of your ability to travel and to really take advantage of the culture and the arts and just life in Greece. Natalie, tell us a little bit about what you have enjoyed the most about studying at a Greek university.
Well, as you said, it was an exceptional year. So with the lockdown, normal activity was a bit disrupted. But however, we had the opportunity to enjoy Athens, because I'm based in Athens now. So how about studying while enjoying the beach, for example? Or going sightseeing in Athens you know, the city is full of cultural sightseeing places that you really enjoy, all the museum, all the stuff that really opened after the lockdown was over. So we didn't enjoy this the whole year, but afterwards we got the chance to do that.
Mitesh, what about you? What has your experience been like? Obviously, you mentioned that you decided to do this kind of during the pandemic. So tell us a little bit about what that experience was like transitioning during such difficult circumstances.
Well, it was a real challenge getting here, but once I was here, things started moving relatively smoothly. I think the university is very supportive. I think the staff are very professional, very helpful. They help you sort of find your feet in a new country. Living in Athens is not the same as holidaying in Greece. I think that should be pointed out. That can go in many different aspects. It's a discussion on its own, I would say. But I think it's my classmates are probably the most amazing thing that I've encountered on this program in Greece. I think working with various different people, mostly Greek. I think we only have 4 or 5 internationals on the program, but they've been amazing people, and I've made some good friends, including Natalie and Alicia on this program. So it's been pretty good on that basis. Yeah.
That's great. You mentioned that the university has been incredibly supportive, again, during kind of a difficult year. I'm interested just to know a little bit more about generally kind of the support services that the university has provided for international students, how they have made sure that you've sort of made it through the year, but also how they've made sure that you've been able to kind of make the most of the experience, even though things haven't been exactly normal. Mitesh, do you want to tell us a little bit more about that?
Yeah, sure. I mean, the application to university was probably the easiest part of the whole process, but what followed after was very challenging, like visas, residence permits. There's a process called DOASF, which requires your first degree to be recognized before they would issue you with a Greek degree, and a few other things along the way. And these are things that you wouldn't possibly be able to do on your own without the right guidance, the right support. And it does require some time investment, but the guidance helps trim it down as much as possible. And they're always looking out for you. I had a small medical emergency, and I had staff from the program checking up on me to make sure things were moving smoothly with the healthcare facilities, etc. Always willing to join me in conversations with third parties, etc. Because translation is a big aspect. A lot of people in Greece don't like to speak English, I would say. Even if they can speak it, they find it a bit frustrating because they think they don't speak it so well. So they're amazing mediators in these situations as well when you come across them. So pretty all round, I would say. It's been very supportive of the program.
Excellent. Alicia, let's turn to you for a minute. What has been sort of the most surprising aspect of studying in Greece and being there over the past year?
So I was honestly surprised by the generosity by the Greeks and how readily they are willing to lend a hand. So like within the first week of our program, our class had a private Facebook group where we would share resources, additional study materials, post questions, organizing study groups, etc. And because of this generosity, I made very good friends from my program. And we even went for summer vacation at the Greek islands together. So it was exceptionally, memorable for me as well.
That's great. Mitesh mentioned the sort of obvious language barrier for many students who may be thinking about studying in Greece. And now, Alicia, you've also mentioned sort of the hospitality and the welcoming nature of being there. And I think it's really important that we highlight that for students, that it's a great opportunity to sort of fully immerse yourself in a culture and in a place and really get to know the people who live there. Natalie, have you found that that has been your experience as well?
Yes, of course. I would say people were incredibly kind, and that was really surprising in my experience in Greece. And I'm talking about my colleagues, about the academic staff. They make you feel welcome. They try to help you. And this really means a lot to someone coming from abroad and trying to integrate in the society. And, you know, with all, even in this difficult situation, we didn't feel alone because, as Mitesh mentioned before, the university staff, they were always trying to help us, always informing us about the new, you know, what's going on, what are the new restrictions, how to deal with it, and all this stuff. So yeah, people, I'm in love with them.
Yao, you are obviously now back in China. What do you miss most about living and being a visiting scholar in Greece?
Okay, because I am not a student, so I can just tell you my experience about the research in Greece. The most surprising thing is that the Greek professor provided me very detailed advice. I didn't get such detailed advice when I was in China. For example, once the Greek professor showed me a very large piece of paper with many derivations of the equations, and I can read it very easily. This helped me a lot for my research. I have never seen this style of guidance when I was in China.
Sounds like
very effective guidance.
Yeah, yeah. It sounds like you experienced a really sort of personalized experience researching and being part of an academic team. And I'd be eager to hear from Alicia or Mitesh or Natalie just about your academic experience a little bit. What has the classroom experience been like? What has your relationship with professors or TAs been like in the classroom or in the virtual classroom, as the case may be? Mitesh, do you want to start?
Yeah, I mean, I think all the classes have been punctual. Everyone's been, they've covered their curriculum, even though we were operating in a remote environment. They deliver all their learnings in a professional way, clear, easy to understand way. Our program is an English-based language program, so the language has been pretty good. There's been nothing lost in translation, I would say. As an MBA program, I think it's a pretty broad program. I thought it was a good program to learn from, especially considering I'm one of the mature students in the class and I have a lot of corporate experience. So I could relate to a lot of the things that were taught in class and filled in some gaps here and there as well. So I was very impressed by the MBA program. I thought it was a good program.
And do you feel like you've still been able to make connections with professors and, you know, sort of have that relationship with them, even though you haven't been learning in person the entire time?
Yes, I would say I have, because I have reached out to a few professors offline for clarifications, more advice, etc. And they've been very cooperative, and some have even reached out to and offered that support if needed in future, not just during the course of the program, but even beyond. So I think they're very welcoming and cooperative, and the relationship's been going pretty good, I think, in that space. Yes.
Wonderful. We've got about 5 minutes left, and I would really like to just ask you each to take a minute to answer this last question. And it really is just about what advice you would offer to students who are thinking about studying in Greece, but equally, I think a bit more broadly. I mean, you all have sort of taken the leap to study abroad, and it's a big decision for students at any point in their education journey to think about sort of leaving home, taking a big step, going somewhere where they may not be familiar with the culture or the language. And so I think it's really, really insightful for them to hear from you about sort of what your advice and your tips would be as they kind of embark on this journey. Natalie, do you want to start?
Yeah. While hoping things will go back to normal slowly, my advice is to take the most out of this experience We took the best out of it. However, it was online. But now that maybe, hopefully, classrooms will be back, it's a great experience. The whole MBA that I did, it's awesome. The experience with my colleagues, the experience with my professors, the experience with the university, to take the most out of this, and also enjoy the city, of course, because Greece is, I'm in love with this country. It's like you will be able to enjoy the country, the education, the culture, the Greek food, the Greek experience. So don't miss it out.
I wondered who would be the first person to mention Greek food. So Natalie, thanks for making sure we didn't get through the conversation without acknowledging the beauty that is Greek food. Alicia, what advice would you give to students who are thinking about studying abroad, but especially thinking about studying in Greece?
So for students who are considering to study in Greece or you have decided to come to Greece, do come with an open mind and don't expect everything to function like how you are used to. Immerse in the Greek way of living, and you might be surprised how much you enjoy being Greek.
That's great advice. And I do think you're absolutely right. If a student is going to sort of take the leap and study in Greece, it's so important that they really fully immerse themselves in that experience and take advantage of every aspect of it. Yao, for students who are thinking about studying in Greece, or for folks who are a bit further in their education journey and are maybe thinking about researching or visiting Greece in some other academic capacity, what would your advice to them be?
Okay. Firstly, you can read the research papers in your field to search the Greek professors. In fact, they will not disappoint you. I mean that most people may think that professors in, for example, USA will at the higher level, but in fact, I think that depends. In my research area, there are some very good Greek professors at the top level, and Greek people are very friendly, according to my experience. You will feel at home. And in addition, this country has a lot of historical remains and very beautiful scenery. So you can have very nice experience for the journey. Yeah.
Wonderful, thanks. And last but not least, Mitesh.
I think patience is an important word. It correlates with what Alicia said as well. I think I was rather impatient when I first came here, and I expected things to operate in a European way. But I think Greece is a halfway house between the East and the West. A lot of people in Greece say that and admit that on their own. And I think if you come with an open mind and a bit of patience, I think you will blend in much more easily. But as long as you find the right program for you, I think there are so many positives here that have been mentioned across the panel. So I think patience is my one word, I would say.
Lots of great advice from you guys, and it has been a real pleasure chatting with you. I think your insights and your experience studying in Greece is so useful to the students who are in our audience thinking about studying in Greece and wanting to learn more about what it's like to be there. Although it has been a year of extraordinary circumstances, it sounds like you all have really made the most of it, and we certainly wish you all the best as you complete your program and continue your time in Greece. Thank you so much for joining me. Thanks for joining us for this webinar. Many thanks to all of our speakers for sharing their experiences and their commitment to Greek higher education with us. For more information, you can visit studyingreece.edu.gr. And of course, you can find many additional resources to help you plan for the next phase of your education at timeshighereducation.com/student. See you next time.